It is now my privilege to welcome Dr. Jivisha Joshi, who serves as a Deputy Secretary at the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. She holds a bachelor's degree in dental surgery and a master's degree in psychology. In her capacity as Deputy Secretary in the Logistics Division at DPIIT, Dr. Joshi has been actively engaged in key initiatives. Notably, she has discussed and contributed to the development of the Unified Logistics Interface Platform and addressing 107 logistics bottlenecks at Indian ports, focusing on improving last-mile rail and road connectivity as a part of the National Logistics Policy. Please join me in welcoming her.
Hi, good afternoon, and thank you everyone for having me. I must congratulate you all because it's a culmination of a huge effort which has taken over past few months, and I've been lucky enough to be the part of this whole initiative. I have addressed all the students once, and DPIIT has also hosted them once in the ministry. And what we have realized that it has been a very enriching experience. I think youth being responsible, understanding both the sides of the law and how it is important to have rationalization when it comes to legality of all the laws which are being made, which is a daily procedure. Any country will have introduction of new laws all the time, and it's very important and it's very heartening to see that the students who were here for a few months, they were able to look at all the sides of a particular law, how they are coming up, what has happened in the past, and what lies in the future. As has also been mentioned, I have been working in DPIIT, and one of my work profile includes Jan Vishwas Bill, which has recently been tabled on Monday in Lok Sabha as well. This time we have looked at 355 laws under various acts of almost 10 ministries, and we are looking at decriminalization, and a lot of new things have also come up, which is for the first time, which has been introduced in the bill. One of the most important things which has come is a warning provision, where around 76 crimes have been recognized, where we would like to start with just a warning or an improvement notice, and thus passing on the responsibility on the citizen, at the same time trusting them for doing the right thing and considering that the first can be a mistake as well. So this is an interesting way of also, sharing the responsibility between the government and the one who are being governed. And we hope that as we evolve and as we move towards being Viksit Bharat by 2047, we will each hold our responsibility in a very, we take our, rights and duties in a very important manner. The good part is that the bill has been referred to select committee. So I'll also request that all the members who are here today, feel free to share your opinions. We hope to come back to Parliament on the first day of the winter session. So if you have anything, if you think that there is more which can be done, if there are more provisions which you still think that, which can be introduced, we'll be very happy and open to have them. Ministry has been, the idea and why we are looking at this subject at all, while we have a legislative ministry and a, law and justice department in the country, was because the idea originated some years back when we came out with, almost 2 years before when we did Jan Vishwas 1. And it all started with the fact that are we over-criminalizing our laws? Are we still having, one part is having archaic law, which is something else, because all the countries which share the burden of being colonized by any country do have some laws which were made by them, and they have continued even after they have gained independence, and they were all, busy or involved in other parts. But then there was also the fact that the new laws which have come has also looked at the legal system in a very different way. And during this whole process, we have also tried to study, the global best practices, what are we doing, how are we doing. And things are very interesting. If you look at the Companies Act specifically, if you look at Indian Company Act, if you look at the UK's Company Act, you will realize that they are almost same. In fact, the criminal penalties in UK Company Act are far more. Then why, as a country, are we even looking at decriminalization? And the fact was that the problem is in the execution. The problem is that sometimes in a country which is so huge, discretion can increase manyfold. And that is when we want to understand that, maybe it's also the time not just to look at the global best practices, but to create our own best practices. So OECD group of countries look at regulatory reform as one of the major criteria, and they are talking about proportional criminality of laws. And that is what we were also looking at. Now, proportional criminality is a subjective thing and can vary from country to country. So while we come up with a law where we say that, now if you destroy a lamppost, I'm going to give you a warning, the hope is not that now everybody will be indulging in the same and using a cricket ball to destroy the lamppost. But the idea is that if it has, been done by mistake, the citizen is aware that it was a mistake, and at the same time, the person is not troubled for such. I should not say it a trivial, because from the other angle, you look at, that the city and how the surroundings are, and are we providing good enough living space as and when we are growing, because that's a continuous debate. But the idea is to balance. And again, coming back to the discussion of proportionate responsibility, proportionate criminality of laws. So what may be a global best practice might not be the correct practice for me in the country. These were the ideas, and I think, and it is easy to say because I am the speaker, that we have been very open while we were having these debates, and we've tried to welcome all the initiatives at all the level, whether it's Honorable Minister or Honorable PM's office or Secretary's office or ours. But since the process is still on and we do want to do more, we do understand that this is not the end. And rather than one thing can be a continuous exercise as to we keep coming with JV bills. But then at the same time, we are also now thinking about a bigger idea, because you see, we decriminalize on one hand, and if we come out with a new law which again introduce some criminal provision, then where are we really going? How long are we going to do this? So maybe it is also time to come up and think about how we can restrain when we are coming up with new laws. And again, if you look at the world for the examples, various countries have come up with various kind of solutions where you have to justify when you come up with a law and all. So one very interesting thing which has happened in just past few weeks, few weeks back, is that now if in a country at central level, if you're going to come up with any cabinet note, you have to add an annexure where you talk about what has been criminalized, how is it going to affect ease of doing business in the country, and how is it going to affect ease of living in the country. So this in a way will catch and capture any new law which is trying to overcriminalize things again. So we are looking at our own innovative solutions, and we are also thinking as to can we introduce something in legislative ministry as well, because all the bills at the end do go there. So maybe in their recommendation they should also have a pager saying that you need to go back, rather than just making a bill or drafting it legally or correcting the legal language and telling the correct provisions. They may also look into the fact that is it going to overcriminalize. And then DPIIT always exists. Everything can get marked to us, and we are happy to sort of get into it and come back. But leaving what we have been doing, I must congratulate each team who has worked really hard on all the states, and the deregulation cell in the country is also going around states, and a lot of states are already coming up with Jan Vishwas Bill. They've taken up the name, but the idea is decriminalizing itself. Tripura has already done it, Chhattisgarh has already done it, MP has already done it, MP is coming with a second bill, UP, Maharashtra are in very, very advanced stages of coming up with bill. I think even once you go back to your respective organizations, your colleges, I think it will be a very good idea to be involved in this exercise, because a lot is going to happen in coming 6 to 10 months, and you're going to see real impactful changes on the ground. So please do share your recommendation with us. We'll be happy to forward it to states as well, and we'll be working more and more with Nitesh and his team as well to take this forward. With this, I would like to just congratulate you all, and thank you for having us. Wishing you all the best for future. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Jivisha, for your insightful address. We are grateful for your continued leadership and contribution. I would also request Dr. Jivisha to kindly be on stage again, and I'll invite Dr. Amit Chandra to felicitate her.
You scared me कि मुझे फिर से बैठाना है.
Yeah, go. All yours. Yeah.